cái tài liệu này nói về cái cách giữ gìn răng và gum như thế nào để cho ngừa bệnh. Tôi cho nó ngừa chứ tôi không dám nói là trị bệnh nha, tại vì cái này là cái ngành chuyên môn mà tôi đã được chính phủ gửi cho đi học để nghiên cứu thôi, và tôi nghiên cứu và tôi áp dụng cho tôi, chứ tôi không dám phổ biến rộng rãi, vì phổ biến rộng rãi người ta hiểu lầm, người ta dùng từ ngữ sai, người ta làm mình buồn lắm nha. Đây, mời quý vị theo dõi đây ạ.
Dentists are stunned by this strange red dental foam cleanse, so powerful it could make dental surgeries obsolete by 2030. And no, it's not a futuristic medical procedure. It's something you can do at home in just 10 seconds a day. Patients are in shock as well, watching as this red foam reverses gum disease, eliminates bad breath, and protects teeth from decay, all while being safer, faster, and easier than brushing your teeth. Right now, millions of people are quietly suffering from hidden, embarrassing dental issues, bleeding gums, stubborn bad breath, painful cavities, sensitivity, and even crumbling loose teeth, despite following their dentist's advice to brush and floss daily. Sound familiar? It's because these conventional methods fail to address a hidden threat lurking in your mouth, one that silently sabotages your teeth and gums from the inside out, destroys your self-esteem, and causes you to avoid smiling while in company. This threat has since been confirmed as the #1 root cause of cavity-ridden, painful teeth by countless international scientific studies, ranging from the University of Pennsylvania's School of Dental Medicine to the Shanghai Institutes for Biological Sciences. Most people don't even know about this threat until it's too late, and the damage spreads beyond your smile. Left unchecked, this threat can lead to tooth decay, gum disease, and even serious health issues like heart disease and arthritis. But here's the exciting part. Scientists have recently discovered a revolutionary way to eliminate this threat completely, and it starts with a little-known red dental foam cleanse. This breakthrough is already being used by 64,351 folks to stop decay in its tracks.
I'm so glad I found this presentation because it opened up my eyes to so many things I didn't even know about, especially how I've been destroying my mouth's biome with popular mouthwashes and how these viral teeth whitening methods are actually harmful. And you know, it's no wonder I was constantly battling cavities that seem to pop up out of nowhere. But thanks to this method, I've already saved thousands of dental visits, and not to mention avoid the pain from every single procedure. And the difference has made my oral health just amazing.
So I've been struggling with my teeth for about as long as I can remember. Then, 2 years ago, things got so bad that I was about to have 4 teeth pulled out. I didn't have the money for dentures, let alone implants. But then my sister showed me this presentation. I didn't want to try it at first because, well, it sounded pretty weird. But I was desperate, so I gave it a shot, and I still cannot believe how well it worked. 6 months later, when I went to see my dentist, he was in complete shock. You should have seen his face. My teeth are healthy, and my gums are firm and pain-free.
At first, my bad breath didn't bother me too much. It would only linger for the first couple of hours after waking up, and I could easily get rid of it with like coffee or breath mint. But as time went on, it became a persistent issue that I couldn't shake off no matter what I tried. I noticed my friends turning away from me when I spoke, and my wife wouldn't even kiss me on the cheek. I was so self-conscious that I didn't want to go out of the house anymore. That's when I discovered this amazing method that completely turned things around for me. Now, I enjoy clean, fresh breath and a confidence I haven't experienced in a long time. I'm back to enjoying time with my friends, and my wife can't keep her hands off me. Thank God I found this video.
And that's not all it does. It strengthens your teeth, heals your gums, and even refreshes your breath, leaving your mouth feeling cleaner and healthier than ever before. And the best part? You can do it in the comfort of your home in just 10 seconds a day. Because here's the shocking truth. Brushing, flossing, and even regular dental checkups aren't enough to protect your teeth and gums. In fact, many of the products you're using right now, like toothpaste and mouthwash, may be doing more harm than good by destroying your mouth's natural defenses. Dentists won't tell you this, but these products can strip away beneficial bacteria and disrupt your oral microbiome. This is why the Red Foam Cleanse is such a game changer. Unlike traditional oral care products, it doesn't just clean the surface of your teeth, It penetrates deep into gum pockets and cracked enamel to soothe bleeding gums and remineralize crumbling teeth, leaving your mouth feeling fresh and revitalized. But that's not all. The red foam cleanse also floods your mouth with beneficial bacteria, rebuilding your oral microbiome and strengthening your gums and teeth from within. This cleanse works like a personal army, protecting your mouth against future threats while leaving it feeling fresh and clean. In the next 3 minutes, you'll discover why most toothpaste and mouthwash could be making your oral health worse. The hidden bacterial biofilm wreaking havoc on your teeth, gums, and overall health, and how to eliminate it for good. The 10-second gum line check to know for certain if this is happening to you, and the simple dental red foam cleanse, that's transforming oral health for thousands of people worldwide. If you've struggled with persistent bad breath, tooth sensitivity, or inflamed gums, or if you're worried about expensive dental procedures like implants or gum surgery, then what you're about to learn could change your life. Stick with me, and I'll show you exactly how this breakthrough works and how it can give you the strongest, healthiest, and brightest smile of your life.
My name is Dr. Andrew Newton. As a dentist for the U.S. Navy, my teams and I oversaw the dental health of tens of thousands of individuals, including 4,500 midshipmen who are training to become officers in the Navy and Marine Corps. I used to be a midshipman myself. When I was 18, I entered the U.S. Naval Academy and went on to join the dental corps. I completed my first residency at Naval Medical Center San Diego and my second at the Air Force Postgraduate Dental School, where I earned a master's degree in oral biology. Today, I practice in Annapolis, Maryland, the place where I started my journey. I'm board certified by the American Board of General Dentistry, a distinction achieved by fewer than 1% of practicing dentists. The scope of U.S. Navy dental care is huge and global. The Navy employs over 1,300 active and reserve dentists who provide services to more than 340,000 personnel, whether stationed on land or deployed at sea. On an aircraft carrier like the USS Eisenhower, which I had the privilege to serve on, our dentists are on board to provide care for over 5,000 sailors. Smaller vessels like destroyers, cruisers, and submarines do not have dentists, so we need to make sure the dental health of everyone on board is in tip-top shape before they go underway. Excellent oral care is an essential part of ensuring the readiness of our personnel, but the importance of what we do goes beyond making sure they have pain-free teeth and gums. The mouth is a critical front line for our body's defense systems and a window into our overall health. More and more studies keep coming out showing the connection between oral and general health. An issue in the mouth that may not seem serious can lead to debilitating or even life-threatening complications. According to research completed at Harvard Medical School, gum disease can mean a 2 to 3 times higher risk of heart attacks, strokes, or other severe cardiovascular events. I frequently see patients who think they're doing enough by brushing and flossing, yet they still struggle with oral health issues that cause not only physical discomfort, but anxiety and embarrassment, unexpected cavities and excruciating toothaches, inflamed gums that are tender and swollen, sensitivity to hot and cold, making eating and drinking a challenge, or the shame of stained and discolored teeth, or persistent bad breath. There's a harsh reality behind all of this. Much of the conventional wisdom about oral health ingrained in us since we were old enough to pick up a toothbrush is either misleading or outright false. Brushing, flossing, limiting sugary drinks and snacks, and going for checkups and cleanings is absolutely important. But a truly healthy mouth, which is essential for overall wellness, requires another piece of the puzzle you've never heard about until now. I'm going to share it with you in a moment, but before I do, I need to expose 2 big lies. Lie number 1 is that our teeth are destined to deteriorate and fall out as we get older. We're told it's an unavoidable part of aging, but this is false. Our teeth are made to last a lifetime. So why don't they, for so many people? The problem is that our mouths are under constant assault from harmful bacteria and refined sugars and acids in our food and drinks, which fuel the bacteria and make them multiply and grow stronger. Then there's all the bad advice about oral health, misleading information, and products that can do more harm than good. We get to those in a minute. Lie number 2 is bacteria are bad. We're told that bacteria are to be avoided or eliminated. Advertisements tell us to buy products that contain powerful bacteria-killing chemicals, but using them can throw you dangerously out of balance. Here's why. Our mouths contain a delicate ecosystem of bad and good bacteria. This is known as the oral microbiome. According to the Journal of Pathology, Microbiology, and Immunology, the oral microbiome contains over 700 species of bacteria. Some are harmful invaders. However, other types of bacteria are vital for our health. They keep bad bacteria in check so they don't gain the upper hand, along with performing other vital functions such as helping our bodies absorb nutrients and supporting our immune system. The problem with products that simply destroy bacteria is that they kill the bad along with the good. It's like burning down your house to get rid of termites, or dousing your whole yard with toxic chemicals to eliminate a few weeds. It's total overkill. This is why I'm going to warn you about some common oral care products which may be in your bathroom right now. You'll want to avoid them or stop using them right away. But first, you need to understand something called biofilm. A biofilm is a community of microorganisms that attach to the surface. In nature, the green slime that covers rocks or algae covering the surface of a pond are similar to biofilm. In the mouth, biofilm is a sticky substance that forms over your teeth. When too much bacteria accumulates in the biofilm, along with other nasty stuff like mucus, dead cells, and food debris, it turns into plaque. Plaque produces toxins that irritate the gums, leading to gum disease and inflammation. And bad bacteria in the biofilm produces acids that soften tooth enamel, the protective outside layer of teeth. Without this protection, teeth become hypersensitive. You feel discomfort or pain when you consume hot or cold foods, or even when you expose your teeth to air. It's also one of the reasons why teeth turn yellow or brown over time. The enamel has worn down to reveal their underlying color. So in order to protect yourself from tooth decay and gum disease, you need to do two things. First, break down biofilm. And second, make sure you've got a well-equipped army of good bacteria to keep the bad guys under control. I'm going to show you a way to do this, and it only takes around 60 seconds per day. Right now, you may be wondering about the state of your mouth. Here are some ways to spot early gum disease or to know if it's likely to strike soon. After you brush your floss, if you spit out any traces of blood, this is a warning sign. Healthy gums do not bleed. Also, your gums should be a pale pink color. If they're a reddish color, or if you feel any tenderness or soreness, or if they're receding, making your teeth appear longer than they used to be, these are more signs of gum disease creeping in. Another red flag is persistent bad breath. This is usually due to bacteria lodged in the pockets between the teeth and gums, putting them in a prime position to spread gum disease. Here's another sign. Do you wake up sometimes with a dry mouth or dry throat? Is there ever drool on your pillow? These may be indicators that during the night you're breathing through your mouth. If you snore, that's also due to mouth breathing. The danger here is that mouth breathing dries out your saliva. Saliva plays a crucial role in washing away food particles, neutralizing acids, and preventing the growth of bad bacteria. Without a consistent flow of saliva, your mouth becomes a breeding ground for the bad guys. But when you bring in reinforcements of good bacteria, which you'll see how to do in a moment, your saliva production increases, flushing out bad bacteria and providing protection for your teeth and gums. Other warning signs include feeling any pain or discomfort when you chew. Also, teeth that are sensitive to hot or cold food or drinks, teeth that feel loose, or if you feel a change in the way your teeth fit together when you bite down. And if you're carrying excess weight or your blood sugar levels are a concern, these factors can dramatically increase your risk of gum disease, which means you'll really want to start taking action now. More on this in a moment. Gingivitis is usually the first stage of gum disease, and it can be reversed with some of the tips I'm going to give you. But if you only keep brushing and flossing the usual way with the usual products, it may not be enough to prevent the next stage, periodontitis. This is when the gums pull away from the teeth, creating larger pockets for food particles and bacteria to get trapped in. This cranks up the inflammation, like gasoline being poured on a fire. The bone and connective tissue that holds the teeth in place can deteriorate. Teeth may loosen and require surgical removal. At this point, the damage is irreversible. If you detect any signs of gum disease, the goal is to stop it in its tracks and reverse it. If you aren't experiencing any signs, I'm going to show you how to fortify your mouth so it can never take hold. Because even the slightest hint of gum disease can be the start of inflammation elsewhere. Before we continue, let me take a moment to explain inflammation. Normally, it's a good thing. It's your body's natural response when you get an injury or infection. Your body increases blood flow to the area and floods it with white blood cells to fight off foreign invaders, such as harmful bacteria and toxins. This causes redness, heat, and swelling. With injuries like a sprained ankle, the inflammation is short-lived. It dies down as the injury begins to heal. But when you're walking around every day with invisible gum disease, your mouth is in a never-ending state of inflammation and your body is constantly expending energy to fight it. In fact, there's growing evidence to suggest inflammation is the hidden reason behind the fatigue crisis, why so many people feel tired all the time even after getting enough sleep. Over time, when your immune system is in a constant state of high alert, fighting inflammation, it may start to malfunction and mistakenly attack normal, healthy cells. When your body attacks its own healthy skin cells, it triggers inflammation that causes red scaly patches known as psoriasis. When inflammation occurs in the stomach and intestines, this can cause digestive problems such as diarrhea, constipation, and cramping. When it occurs in the joints, inflammation can cause painful arthritis. In the lungs, it can cause respiratory diseases like emphysema and bronchitis. And if inflammation flares up in the arteries, it can interfere with the body's oxygen supply and escalate the risk of heart disease and strokes. Science tells us more every day that inflammation is a silent killer. It destroys tissues and cells and causes oxidative stress, which is like a rusting process happening inside your body. Inflammation has also been linked to the shortening of telomeres, which are the protective caps on the end of our chromosomes. Under a microscope, they look like the plastic tips on shoelaces.